stocks whose close is above upper Bollinger average along with upper and lower bands that are calculated using the standard deviation of the price. So exactly what the standard deviation? Standard deviation means how much there's a spread between the price and its mean. The if I can say in the simple language, it's the difference between the price moving the mean and the current price. So Bollinger Band expands and contract based on the volatility of the price. When price is more volatile, the bands the width of the band increases, and when price is less volatile, the band gets contract. So let's see from the like ICICI, we can go to the ICICI website, ICICI Direct website, and there we can open the chart and we can see. So let me close down this part. So I have taken the example of HDFC Bank. Okay, so let me add a indicator Bollinger Band into it. So what are the parameters which I have taken? It's a 20-day moving average and two standard deviation. So this is how, if you can see, the bands are created. The middle line is for moving average, and this is the upper band, and this is the lower band. So if you see there is a more volatility, the width of the band gets expand, it gets more. And when the volatility is less, the width of the band gets contract. So if you see here, the difference between the difference is very much high, okay, between two bands. And when the price are less volatile, the difference gets lesser between two bands. Now, let's see how to calculate Bollinger Band. So first of all, you need to calculate a simple moving average. So here we are going to take 20 days simple moving average. Then we are going to calculate the standard deviation. Then we are going to calculate upper Bollinger Band, upper band you can say, upper band by multiplying the standard deviation to the two standard deviation and adding to the simple moving average. So that's it. You calculate the lower band by subtracting the same multiple of the standard deviation from the simple moving average. So I will show you like how we normally calculate the bands. So like first of all, I'm going to import the library. So Breeze Connect, I'm going to import, and this library you can find from the. You need to go to the Breeze Python SDK, and from there you can install. So just you need to first of all, you need to install the Breeze Connect library. Then you need to import using this command. So now it's time. Now we are going to authenticate with the Breeze Connect library. So how we are going to do? So here we are going to provide the API key. Here also we are going to provide the API key, secret key, and session key. We need to provide. So after doing this process, we are going to authenticate like we are going to connect with the Breeze API. So let me run this code and explain. So we have been successfully authenticated to Breeze API. Then what we are going to do, okay, first of all, we need to find Nifty 50 stocks. So how we are going to find? So if you go to the NSE website and if you go to this link, okay, so nseindia.com market data live equity market. So if you click on this, okay, the file will be downloaded. Okay, here you will find all the symbols of the symbols which are included in Nifty 50 stocks. So Reliance, Maruti, Bajaj Auto, Bajaj Finance. So these are the stocks which are in Nifty 50. So I'm doing that only. So if you have some idea of pandas, so you can understand this code. So what I'm doing, okay, I am pd.read underscore csv. I am reading this file, okay, which I have named this file as nifty50.cs nifty50, and as we are going to read the CSV file, so .csv is the extension. So if you see the columns, okay, data frames, if you df.columns, the columns have spaces. To remove all that spaces, so what we are we are going to do? So we are going to data frame dot columns dot str dot replace this slash n with this empty part. So if we run this code, okay, so let me run this code and data frames dot columns. So if I do that, this is the symbol open. So if you see symbol, now there's no space, symbol open, high, low. So this is the command for it. Now what I'm going to do, so when you download, so let me show you. So when you download, so you are going to see Nifty 50, the index value, also spot index value also. So which I am not included in my, so I'm only including all the Nifty 50 stocks only. So I'm going to remove this. So how I'm going to remove? So I'm going to drop this index data frame df dot drop data frame dot index 0 df. So I have named this variable as df. You can name whatever you want, but write the name which you can understand. So this is the thing which I have, this is the code for it to remove the index. So let me see the like exactly what is there in the data frame. So if you see the Nifty has been excluded from our file, and the first we start with the Bajaj Auto Kotak Bank. So now we only, so this is the thing which we are doing for finding out the like which are the stocks are the Nifty 50. So we are doing all this thing for the finding out the Nifty 50 stocks. Now to so what we are going to do, okay, we are going to data frame symbol. We are going to you can say extract symbols, okay, from this data frame df, and we are going to convert into list. So the code for it is stock underscore name. I have created a variable name called stock underscore name, then to underscore list, then stock underscore name. So if you run this code, so you can see all the stock codes have been now appended. You can say appended, or you can see they have been gone into the list. So Bajaj Auto is the first element, then Kotak Bank, then Bharti Airtel. Now, what we are going to do, okay, we are going to convert all the stock names into the ICICI stock codes. So this is the, if you can see the breeze. So this is the code for it. So let me show you. So this thing, okay, this is the SDQ only, get underscore names. So if you run this part, if you copy and run this code, so you'll come to know like, so the stock code for the Tata Steel is TATSTE, and 3499 is the ICICI stock token. So the same code I'm going to run here only, but for I'm going to run this stock, the same code for this number of stocks. For all these stocks, I'm going to, okay, take the ICICI stock names. So the code for that is, so but for NSE stock code is Bajaj Auto and ICICI stock code is VAAUTO. For similar for the Kotak Bank, it's KOTMH. So in future, if you're going to make any strategy and if you want to convert that stock code into the ISEC stock code, so this is the code you can use. This is the these get underscore names, and if you have multiple scripts and if you want to do, so you can use this code for it. And if you see, I have created an empty list and I'm going to open all the ISEC stock codes into it. So let me print out that also. So this is the, so if you can see, I have created a list where the first is Bazaar.all, the ICICI stock codes. Kotak Mahindra, Bharti Airtel, SBI Life Insurance, Axis Bank, Sun Pharma, HCL Technology, Mahindra Mahindra. Now, what I'm going to do, okay, to calculate the Bollinger Band, so you require an historical data. As we are going to calculate the simple moving average, okay, we require 20 days moving average. So we require last 20 days of data. So okay, so what I have done, okay, hist underscore data, breeze dot get underscore historical data v2. So this is the SDK get underscore historical data underscore v2. From this, you can fetch the data, historical data. So I have fetched from 1st of February of 2024 to 26th of March till yesterday. So you just need to copy this also from here. If you go to the SDK method, so this is the code. So I'm just taking for the equity. So just if you paste it, copy, if you copy it and if you paste, so you will get respective data for the script you want the data. So breeze dot get underscore historical underscore data underscore v2 and interval is equal to 1 day and from date. This is the how you need to uh, run this command and you will get the historical data. So if you can see date, time, close, exchange code, high, low, open, stock code, and volume. And now what we are going to do, okay, we are going to convert this date time into the date time format. So for that, okay, the code is this one, PD2 underscore date time, and you need to provide the code like, you need to write the code like this. Then we are going to calculate the moving average. To calculate the moving average, the code for it, historical data, the data which on which you are operating all this thing, close, then rolling windows. So we are going to calculate for 20, we are going to calculate 20 days moving average. The code for that is this one. Then for standard deviation, the code for that is this. Now, how to calculate the upper band? So how we do? So we have calculate the moving average. If you want to calculate the upper band plus two into this is the, if you can see the how many standard deviation you want. So you can calculate two also, three also. But normal parameter normally people take is two standard deviation. But according to your strategy, you can write two, three, one also. So this is the two into okay historical data standard deviation. So the code for calculating the upper band is moving average plus 2 into standard deviation. The similar code for lower band is the only difference is you need to minus it. So this is the moving average minus 2 into standard deviation. So if you then what I'm so if you see in the above data frame, so there are many things, okay, like exchange code, high, low, open, stock code, volume. So there are many, but I require only some of the things to go for some of like if you want the columns which like you according to a need you need that column. So the code for that is this one: date time, stock code, close, moving average, upper band, and lower band. So I'm going to include all these rows columns only to calculate the moving average and all that thing. So historical data, if I run this one, so you will initially you will be getting the NAN here. The reason is that we are going to calculate the moving average of last 20 days. So from here the last okay. So if you see this is the this value. So from here, okay, these are the last 20 days. We are the calculator the moving average for that is 8069.4625. So similar for the upper band and lower band. Okay, so there's no any value for the moving average, so there won't be any value for upper band and lower band also. So the upper band is 8709 and the lower band is 7429. Now this is the okay for the only for Bajaj Auto. Now if you want to find for all these 50 stocks, so you can't run all the time this code for 50 stocks. So what I have done is here, so I have created a function. Okay. So first of all, okay, the calculate BB, Bollinger Band is the function name, the stock name, and what is the window? Okay, 20 days moving average. So this is the value you need to pass here. Then number of standard deviation. So whether you want to pass two standard deviation, one standard deviation, or three standard deviation. According to your strategy, you can do that. Now, first of all, I'm getting the historical data. Okay, so I'm calculating from 25th of February to 26th of March. So this is the code if you want. So how to calculate like how to fetch the historical data. So you can use this code. So which I have explained in my previous cell here also, like how you can fetch the historical data. The same thing which I'm running here. But now what I'm doing, I am doing all that thing in, I'm defining all that thing in one function. So if data status is equal to 200, okay, if I get the data, then perform all these actions. So the things which I have done here, okay, now what all that things, okay, I'm writing the function. So first of all, I'm converting data into the data frame, this data. Then date time, moving average, I'm calculating standard deviation, upper band, then lower band. Then, okay, I'm in the data frame. I'm going to include only the last row. So this is the important step. If you want to find out the stock which are closing above the upper Bollinger Band, so we are okay to require all the stock names. So we require only last row of that data and data frame too. Then if we are not getting the status of the data as status of that historical data not equal to if it's not equal to 200, then I will be given this error, fail to fetch historical data. So let me run this part. So I'm now what going to do. Okay, this is also one of the important part. So I'm creating a Bollinger Band underscore DF. Okay, empty list, whatever the name you can write. For I in ISET codes, last row is equal to. So I'm opening all these stocks. Okay, last row into one list. So for I in ISET codes, calculate Bollinger Band stock name, window, number of standard deviation, and if last row is not none, okay, so this is the code for it. Append pd dot data frame into this last row underscore Bollinger Band. This is the variable name. Now I'm going to concatenate that. So let me tell you one more thing. So this is the also important. So when you are going to uh, copy this code or you're going to code this part, so make sure this part is the most important part and you do without any error. Otherwise, you will be getting an error. So if I run this, so let me run this part, code. It will take time as we are calculating for the 50 stocks. So it has run. So we are going to stock out for Bajaj Auto. The close is 8,949. Moving average is 8,469. Upper band is 9,070 and lower band is 7,867. So let's see, 8949 is greater than upper band 9070. No. Okay, so for Kotak Mahindra Bank, also we can see 1757 is not greater than upper band. So let's find out which are the stocks which are greater than upper band. So the code for that is okay, high close stocks. So I have written the name of the variable, the high close stocks. Bollinger Band. Okay, this is the name of the data frame. So here to find out the stocks which are above the Bollinger Band. So this is the code. Close is above upper band and the stop code. We are going to include this thing only, and then we are going to create okay the stock name, the stocks which are above the Bollinger into the list. And if we run this code, so if you see Hindalco, Bajaj Finance, and Maruti are the only stocks, okay, which are above the upper Bollinger Band. So let's see Hindalco. So it's 560 and 554. Yeah. So 560 is greater than. So then Bajaj Finance will see here 6920 and 6831. Then Maruti. So if you find for the Maruti, so 12,285 and 12,203, which is above the volume. Let's see visually also, okay, in the chart. So let's find out for the Bajaj Finance. So I have taken 1 day interval. So if you see the Bollinger Band is the close of the stock is above this upper Bollinger Band. Let's similarly find out for the Maruti also. Yes, the close is 12,250 and upper Bollinger Band is 12,188. And Hindalco. We'll find for the Hindalco also. So yes, 558 and 554. So this is the code like how you can filter out the stocks okay, which are above the upper Bollinger Band, whose close is above the Bollinger Band. So this is the code for it. Now you can create multiple strategies on it. Okay, this is the only a sample code you can consider, but you can fine tune your this code according to your needs. And and if you have any query, so definitely you can connect us. Okay, so just mail to Breeze API @ ICICI Securities. Okay, you can mail to us. We can connect and see where the error is there, and we can try to sort it out. So you can mail to us on this mail ID. So on the in the last, if you see two last webinar also, I have explained how to filter out the stocks for the RSI who are above the 65 for amongst the Nifty 50 stocks. So if you compare this RSI and Bollinger Band, then other indicator ADX, we are going to come with ADX also, the webinar on ADX also. So let's find out the stocks, okay, which are above this and how we can go for the then option contract. Okay, like suppose these are the contract, and if I want to go for buying all the ATM contract for Hindalco, Bajaj Finance, and Maruti, so definitely I'm going to come with that code also. But I will suggest you like practice this code. Okay, see this code, and if you want this code, just mail to breezejp@iccisecurities.com. I will help. I will share that to you, and if you get any query also in this code, definitely I will come to will connect and I will assist you in solving your query. So, but understand this part is also one of the important part. So when you are going to download the file, so there will be a space here. So you need to remove that. Then to remove that, so this is the code for it. And I'm not including Nifty. For the first will be the Nifty row, okay, which I'm not including for my analysis. I'm only including the stocks which are included in Nifty 50. But if you want Nifty 50 also, you can then you can you don't have to run this code, this index drop part. So let me see any questions have been come on. So plot the chart. Okay. So definitely I will come with the plotting also. Okay. So if you want, so this is the okay webinar which I like we have kept very much on the simpler note. Okay. So if you want to plot also now. Oh, sorry. So you can include Bollinger Band also in this way. So if you want, you can. Is the moving average. Then if you want to plot, so see. But you can very well draw this graph also. So if you want that code also, definitely mail to us. I will mail you that code also in this part. But to show, to keep this as simple, no, okay, that's why I have not written all that graphical part. But if you want, so definitely just mail to breezeap@icicisecurities.com. I'll share the code with you for that also. And I will suggest you could try to run all these SDKs also. See, these are the most important SDKs. Okay, like historical data, V2, place order. And if you are starting with the Breeze API, so first of all, try to run all this SDK, then see this video. Okay, then create your strategies on that part. Yes, you can do. I have one more question uh, about the backtesting. Definitely, you can do backtesting also. You can take the help of Google for like how what is the code for the backtesting. But but if we require any help, okay, supposing if you are doing backtesting, if you face any issue also, so definitely you can mail us. We can try to assist you in that part. So that's all from my end. If you have any query, so just please mail us. And if you require this code, just mail to breezeapi@iccsecurities.com. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon to never miss an update from ICICI Direct.